Mean face girl. Not too long ago, I had a gym crush that was a tall, red-headed girl that looked pretty mean. I walked into the gym and saw her incredible glute work as she was doing her sets on the Smith machine. She then turned around, and that's when I saw her. Man, that girl has got some serious resting B-face going on. It's probably best that I leave this one alone. If you opened up a dictionary to look up RBF, her face would be there. Anyways, time starts to pass, and I notice that we're starting to match workout times. As time passes, the gym crush signs start coming in and begin to tally up. She would stare at me from afar. Looking at her, the girl looks like she's planning to kill me. You would think, is this girl some kind of serial killer or something? I would be doing sets of bicep curls and tricep pull-downs, and I would see her peeking through the machines at me. A few times, I was on the gym floor lifting heavy dumbbells off the floor, and I would see her staring at me in the mirrors from the pull-up machine. One time, I was talking to a Latina woman from Guatemala that was a gym crush that I ended up being friends with. We were talking to each other, catching up on life. We talked for about 10 minutes, and then we went our separate ways. As I wrapped up our conversation with each other, I went back to the main gym floor that's right next to the cable machine where we were talking. I grabbed a weighted barbell and started doing bicep curls. As I got done with my set, I felt this energy like I was being stared at. I looked around the gym and didn't see anything until I looked in the mirror. What was in the mirror? It was Mean Face Girl. She was standing next to me and staring me down, hard. I was kind of confused to what was going on. This girl looks like she hates my guts, but she keeps giving me the gym crush cues. Not long after that, I was on the crunch machine and she walked in. She saw me and decided to go on the bench press that was right behind me. At that point, I decided to make a move and accept the consequences, whatever that was going to be. I tapped her on the shoulder and the RBF on her face starts to completely diminish. Her world suddenly lit up. I told that I just wanted to meet her really quick and that I had seen her around. We exchanged words talking about the gym and work. From that point on, all of a sudden this happy, giggly, feminine girl came out. It was a delight to see. The next time I talked to her, she was on a machine that I needed to use. She didn't see that I was right behind her. The moment she turned around, the RBF was there in full force. However, the moment she saw it was me, this big smile emerged from her face. She was really happy again, but this time she was nervous. I asked, "How's everything?" She said good as she nervously buried her head in her phone. I said, "Cool, well, I'll see you around." She said okay and ran away from me. After that, her and her sister would go to the gym together. RBF girl was not looking at me at all, but her sister was looking at me constantly. RBF girl was timidly looking down at her phone in between sets while sister did her sets. The moment RBF girl started doing her sets, her sister would stare me down, watching me like a hawk while she takes notes on me. It was funny because she couldn't have been more obvious about this. After that, I didn't really see her as much after that. Whenever I did, long periods would pass. Unfortunately, she ended up getting a boyfriend and now they usually work out together. Interestingly though, she still glances at me with that "I want you" look every now and then. In more recent times after a hiatus, she was back. It had been a while and I wasn't sure if the boyfriend was still in the picture or not. I had moved on, but I guess she didn't. At first, she wasn't showing any interest at all, which I understood. Then all of a sudden, she couldn't help herself. She was about to leave the gym and then she saw me. She then stuck around. As I was working out, she was machine hopping over to me. She did 3 exercises on the machines and every time she was done, she would migrate over closer to me. Finally, she hopped on the bicep curls. That's where I needed to go next. I approached the bicep curls and once again the raging RBF she's got going on disappears into thin air and there's a lot more light around her. I was just asking how many sets she had left. She said 1 more. I stuck around and we had a brief chat. She was having a hard time containing herself, so she ran away. And that's where it's currently at with Mean Face Girl and I. Does your gym crush give you RBF?